In today's video, we're going to be checking out the Diamond Select toys. This is Marvel's Thor, Ragnarok, Gladiator Thor, and Hela Minimates. If you're new to collecting Minimates, Minimates are pretty small, so I don't really need that much of a tape measure to tell you that Hela, as well as Thor, are about 2.5 inches each. Doing this review, by the way, really reminds me how much I miss reviewing Minimates. If you guys would like to see me do more Minimates stuff, let me know down below. The Minimates do come with a somewhat of a poster. Let me show you what one side looks like. There it is right there. Nice looking poster. And then on the side as well as the back, it tells you all the other Minimates currently available, like Series 68 Giant Size X-Men, Series 69, and then a whole slew of them ranging from Civil War, Luke Cage, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy, and a very cool Series 72 that has a mojo. I'd like to get my hands on that. We'll put that to the side. We don't really need that. Okay, so yeah, haven't been really reviewing Minimates for a very long time, have I? They both come with clear display stands, which generally I think you don't need, because if you can get the Minimates to stand perfect, well, they stand perfectly fine if you can kind of get them once they're on their feet, but they do come with clear display stands if you want to have a little bit more dynamic fun displaying them. Both Hela and, of course, Gladiator Thor comes with these respectively. You know what? Let's have a look at Thor first. This is Gladiator Thor from Thor Ragnarok. And once again, I love Minimates. Just the little small, compact nature of Minimates. They're so superposable, and they've got tons of cool details to them. So Gladiator Thor is really to no exception. I think they've done a great job on the design of the character here. Comes with his helmet, as you can see right there, and also his cape screwed back behind him. You can take the helmet off, although, to be honest, I don't know which one I prefer more. To take the helmet off, though, it's very simple. You just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There we go. Pop it right off. And you've got yourself Bold Thor. Don't worry, don't worry. Comes also with a hairpiece. You can plug into place as well. Likeness, for being a collectible that has no nose, I think does look like Thor. I think they've done a really good job on it. Equally so, the printing on the very blocky torso. You see there has all these little intricate little details to it. Thor's got like a little skirt going on there as well, which makes up the majority of his, well, the lower half of his armor. And the gauntlets there on his arms, even like down to his legs. He's a very more muted sort of Minimate because he doesn't have a lot of vibrant colors. But boy, oh boy, does he ever make up for it in some really cool looking details. Again, really nice face sculpt. Just shy of the fact that he's got the little markings on the one side. I would almost use that for myself if I wanted to make a Minimate of myself. Change the hair, mind you. He does come with a couple of swords, which we very simply clip into the clamp hands of a Minimate. Here we go. And do the same on the other side. I do want to spend a little time talking about these swords because I really like the metallic color. It's hard to describe the color. It's almost like a teal. Looks quite good, though, in his hands. He's very posable as well, as to be expected with being a Minimate after all. He does have a ball joint in the head, ball joint shoulders, so you can move the arms outward, and technically all the way around if you wanted to. Hinge in the elbow, and rotation in the hand. He's got a waist swivel. He's also got ball joints in the legs, not hindered actually at all by the fact that he's got the lower skirt. Forward and back motion on the legs, bend at the knee, and he also has a little swivel in the foot. So there is your Gladiator Thor, looking very, very, very cool. Also, if you're looking to get into collecting anything, and you're not sure really where to start, Minimates is also a good way as well because they're fairly inexpensive. You get like 2 figures for generally I think it's like $5, $6. Depending on where you find them, of course. But there's Gladiator Thor. Moving on to Hela here. I really wanted to look at Hela first because I think she's got some really cool details on her. Primarily more a black Minimate in the outfit standpoint. And then she's got this green overlay over top of it, which really, the green against the black really helps to showcase the figure. Now you can see that they've also outlined kind of like the torso area here, so it makes it look like the torso kind of curves inward as well. Normally would not be very successful, but the fact that the cape behind it is also that same black color, it does fool the eye to make you think that the torso is a little bit more narrow. Head sculpt, though masked, you can see like the very dark areas of the eyes, but really looks good. I love Hela's helmet that she wears. Really super cool. If this isn't your cup of tea though, what you can also do too is you can take the head off completely, just unpeg that from the ball joint, and she comes also with a replaceable head. You just pop that back onto the ball joint. And that gives you an unmasked version, unhelmeted version of Hela. Same similar lower features, but of course now you've got the visible eyes and the longer hair. I'm not really sure which one I like more. I do really like the face sculpt on this one, but gosh darn it, I really like the helmet as well. But that's usually with Minimate stuff, you also get options, like they give you different arms, or different heads, stuff like that you can swap out. Articulation would be exactly the same. There's not really much different between Hela and Thor. Ball joints, hinges, swivel in the arms, the hands, waist swivel, and you've got the ball joint legs, knees, and feet. I found that Hela's one foot seems to be a little on the loose side. This one's not so bad. This one here is just a little on the loose side. But overall, really fantastic looking Minimates. Yeah, so like I was saying in the review, if you're really looking to start a collection, don't really know where to start, but you know you like, say for example, Marvel and maybe Thor Ragnarok, Minimates are a good way to go. They're fairly affordable and you can collect a whole bunch of them at one go, usually getting 2 per pack. It's a good way to start, and I really do like these 2 Minimates quite a bit. The Thor I think is my favorite of the 2. I know I like the Hela, but I think Thor really looks a lot like Thor, at least from a Minimate standpoint. Of course, it doesn't have the nose and stuff like that. Doesn't have a lot in the way of the accessories. Thor really only gets the swords. And then, of course, they've got the helmet, the hairpiece, and the interchangeable head for Hela. But a really good outing from the folks over at Diamond Select Toys. The beauty of also Minimates as well is they're fairly easy to find. So not only can you check them out and find them at local comic book stores, but if you don't have a comic book store in your area, you can generally find these in retail as well, as we will be looking at with a Toys R Us release. Toys R Us usually is your best bet to go and check out and find Minimates. Today, though, we were having a look at the Diamond Select. This was the Thor Ragnarok, and this was Gladiator Thor and Hela. If you guys haven't had a chance yet to subscribe to this channel, look at everything you're missing out. Plus, we are en route, on our way to the 200,000 subscriber mark. You guys can help by liking and sharing this video, and of course, comments down below. I always like reading new comments from you guys as well. Stay tuned. We're going to be having a look at some more Thor Ragnarok Minimates. So stay tuned for those. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.